Hello, beautiful humans. Today I would like to speak about quite an important topic, at least for me. I'd like to speak about the feminine energy. Meaning, the feminine energy is a very important component to this fabric and structure of this reality. There needs to be a balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. And by masculine and feminine energy, I don't mean male and female. Every male has feminine and masculine. Every female has feminine and masculine, which are the alpha and the omega. The feminine aspect is the creative side, the surrendering side, the right part of the brain, like where ideas come, where creativity comes, and so forth. The masculine aspect is the analytical, the door, the protector, the space holder, and so forth. So basically, in order for us to act from what we call divine masculine or divine feminine, we need equanimity, we need equilibrium between the both of them. And today I'm particularly speaking about the feminine part because it also has something to do with me and a lot of situations that I face in my daily life. When especially the females, I'm speaking about females, of course, when the male is tuned in, tapped in, turned on with divine masculine, divine feminine, it is very beautiful to witness. Now I'm speaking about the female. When a woman is balanced in her masculinity and femininity, you could see a lot of creativity and beauty and inspired action and so forth. Of course, this goes to the male. However, when the female is tuned in, tapped in, and turned on in her divine feminine, everything in her environment change. How could a female be tapped into her divine feminine? A woman needs to feel safe in her environment so that she's able to take care, to mother, to nurture, to act from a space of utmost creativity, utmost femininity, utmost nurturing. However, when a woman is not feeling safe in her environment, she's tapped into the wounded masculine in her, which is like she's being very protective. She needs to feel safe in her body. She needs to take action of extra protectiveness. She's just extra alert in her environment. There is this passive aggressive, which also goes to the wounded masculine when they are in their wounded masculine or the wounded feminine. But as we're speaking about the females right now, what I noticed that when I feel safe, when women feel safe in her environment, there is a very beautiful aspect of her that comes out to play. That she knows, yes, she can do it all, she can do this, she can take action in that, she can do this task, da 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 da. But when she feels safe to be in her nurturing part, she surrenders that, okay, I am being protected, I'm being safe, the people around me feel safe for healthy communication, for healthy conversations, for whatsoever. And then you see a very beautiful side of this woman, which is her most authentic self. I noticed in me that it's quite challenging to be very transparent, very authentic, even though I really want to, when I don't feel safe in my environment. Mostly my wounded alpha is on. I just want to take care of me, protect me, do the things that will nurture me in a way because I don't feel like others are, let's say, probably paying attention to my needs. I need to take care of me. I need to do this, which is, yes, you need to take responsibility of yourself, the ability to respond to whatever situation. You need to take responsibility, accountability of your feelings. But I'm speaking about how beautiful it would be if women in general felt safe in their environment so that you could see a total different side of what a female in her divine feminine is. And the point is that when we are in this fight, flight, freeze reaction all the time, which is the alert side of us. I'm now speaking about women or men or children, humans in general. When we are in this survival mode, which is like the alert mode, the overly analytical, the beta brainwaves all the time, it's exactly as though there is a predator that is chasing after you. Like, if you are being chased by a lion, it's not the time for growth and repair. Your immune system is shut, basically, and you are in an alert state. Your biochemistry signals to your brain, your you have all sort of hormones that are going through your amygdala. Amygdala is signaling to your nerves. Nerves are signaling to your extremities, pumping blood, like waiting for action to be taken by your hands and feet because there is danger. This danger doesn't necessarily need to be the lion chasing after you. It could be your co-worker at your workplace, this guy driving next to you that you're stressed by, in the car beside of you, that person you met that you don't feel safe to communicate with, your mother-in-law, whatsoever. The survival mode is whatever stressing situation that we are on. And we are made to accommodate temporarily stressing situations, but not long-term stressful situations. When we are having long-term stressful situations, we are apt for disease, chronic disease. That's it's like a very simple example in nature, that when a deer observes like a tiger or something coming to get her, they opt for fight, flight, freeze. They run. 15 minutes later, they are back to homeostasis where everything is in equilibrium. They are back to grazing. But the moment they witness the predator, they run away. And it goes the same for us. But the difference between us is that we don't go back to homeostasis instantly, like how everything in nature does. We are always on the survival alert, and there are two processes that cannot happen simultaneously: growth and repair, and fear and survival. If you're in fear and survival, you cannot have any regeneration or repair or growth in your cells. You are shutting down your immune system. You are working on your, let's say, your red alert tab, so that everything is just opt for protection, and whatever kind of bacteria, whatever kind of thing that is not favorable could easily land in, and because our immune system is hindered, it's extremely easy that we get sick this way. How amazing it would be if we felt safe in our bodies. How amazing it would be if we tap into our utmost creativity, our utmost space holding, understanding that we are one, meaning that we are here to support each other. We are here for the togetherness, the unity. When somebody is hurting, another is hurting. When we hear each other, when we open up to our innate capacity to listen, the other person will feel it, that they are safe to communicate their needs. I shared lately a video explaining that others will not know what you want just like that. They will not just, if you're hoping that somebody will just know your needs just like that, this only happens during your childhood. Somewhere deep inside of me, actually, I do imagine somehow, or hope that somehow people would read each other. Actually, I somehow hope deep inside of me that we could tap into our innate capacity of what we call magic, like the telepathy, which is not magic, it's one of our capabilities as humans, that we could read each other somehow. We are capable of feeling into what another person have inside of them. If somebody has some ache, supposedly a human, if they are fully tapped into their capacity, they should feel that. If somebody has some sort of, let's say, a disease, or some sort of ailment in their kidneys or their liver or whatever, somehow, if we are really tuned in and tapped in and turned on into who we really are, we have the capacity to feel what's inside of another human without them speaking. That's why there is a part inside of me that somehow hopes for that day when it comes that we could just tap into that capacity of us, of our magnificence, of our magic, which is not magic, it's just our natural state of being, of feeling into each other. That somebody comes into the room and you could just understand what they are feeling, because sometimes we are sitting and then all of a sudden you're feeling just sad or angry and you think that what is wrong with me, but actually it is not you. Somebody is feeling angry, somebody is feeling sad, somebody is not feeling well. And until we either know or fully understand that we are connected, we are just a vibrational being, our thoughts is the electric energy, our emotions is the magnetic energy, and we are walking with this electromagnetic bubble around us, and we are affecting each other and being affected by others. So whomever is in the room within the radius of your electromagnetic field, you will be affected by them and they will be affected by you. So anyways, you're sensing what another being is sensing if they are around you. So it's natural that you feel a difference or a change of energy if somebody is feeling a different energy than yours. But unfortunately, sometimes we are thinking that we are just feeling those feelings, but they are not even our feelings. You are suddenly feeling just some misery or something, and you were just fine. That's when we need to learn how to protect our energy. Not that we need protection from others, but it is intelligent, or it's called emotional intelligence, to understand that there are energies that are not ours, and it's important to be aware of that so that you could be helping the other, maybe to alchemize what kind of feelings they are feeling without totally absorbing. And right now I'm basically speaking to myself, because this is one of my biggest challenging, is that I come into a room with like a specific energy and suddenly I'm feeling agitated or frustrated, and I really know that is not my energy, and somebody is speaking to me, oh, why are you so frustrated? I just don't know. Maybe I should ask, are you frustrated? And it's funny because sometimes when you ask another person, how are you feeling? And they're like, I'm fine. But they are not fine. And you know deep inside that they are not fine. But they are just saying, yeah, I'm good, I'm fine. And they are not. And this is really challenging for me, because deep inside of me, I know that this human is not okay. And they are just masking their feelings by saying, oh, I'm okay. And sometimes they are not even aware that they are not that okay, because it is something familiar to them, that how they are not okay, actually, that it is this is their being good. But you could feel this agitation. And but yeah, getting back to the main topic I was speaking about, how beautiful it would be if we could hold space for each other, if we could emotionally support each other. This time when we are in this community of beings that understand how entangled we are, how connected and interconnected and interrelated we are, how we could hold space for each other, how we could take care of each other. Not that we need to depend on other people, but we are here to support each other, to make others feel, not to make others feel, because we are not responsible for somebody else's feelings, but to have a brave space, a courageous space, so that others would be their most authentic self without feeling the struggle of, oh, I cannot communicate that because I'm not going to be understood, I'm not going to be listened to. They are just, the other beings are in their headspace, so there is no use of me saying something. It would be beautiful if we all listened, if we all picked on the other energies. Not that you need to read the minds of others, even though somehow we are capable of that in a way or another, but to understand that others are feeling differently, that they need space to express themselves, that it's okay for them to be angry, that it's okay for them to need something, because you are angry sometimes, you need something sometimes. The thing is that where is the space for healthy communication? For a woman to tap into her divine feminine, for a man to tap into his divine masculine, the protector, the provider, in the sense of the energy, not only materialistically. Thank you for listening, watching, and receiving me.